No avatars. No avatars. They're coming. There we are. Yay! We exist. What's up, Skip? Just doing a little bit of cleanup first before we start the lay process. How you been? How was today? New logos in? Nice. Like to hear. Good job, good job. Oh, I threw something. Oh well. I was like, oh, I threw something else. Look at that. Oh, man, my camera's low? What's going on? Looks like my camera got tired. Okay, where's my stuff? But how was your day? How was your Wednesday? It has gotten so much more intuitive since I learned it in school. Well, I would hope so. No offense, but you old now. It's like, no offense, but you old now. Man, having a non-broken brush when you do this, so nice. Who knew? Like, hey, if you get the materials you need, if you get the materials, it'll actually start working. It'll be less streaky. All that kind of good stuff. Like, really? But yeah, new logo. Ooh, fancy. Looks like it'd be a really cool pin, too. Make a pins again. There we go. Get a nice little orange going on. New sticker R2. New sticker R2. Ooh. Nice. That's cool. I like that. Chaos control. Nice. Very nice. Game just came out, so I figured to do something. Nah, that's smart. Done is done is definitely better than perfect. Trying to get my students to understand that is almost impossible. Do you have that same issue? Trying to get your students just to be like, yo, just finish something first, then go back and try and make it perfect. One of the biggest issues I have. And I mean, I get it, you know, you're like, yeah, but I want it to look as good as I can. But I think most people are doing the I need to do it as good as I can for the wrong reasons, if that makes sense. You know, like, especially students, they're doing it solely to get a good grade, not to have a good piece, you know, like, it's not to have a good piece, but it's to have a good grade. And I'm like, it's not what it should be. You should be trying to make this as awesome as possible because you want it to be as awesome as possible, and that's it. That's your reason. But what do I know? Plenty. Is that 5 for me? Go ahead and get out of trying. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that. What I've realized is, one thing that I've realized is that I severely need to let my stuff dry because I'll keep going over stuff and I'll make it worse. So we're gonna do the whole switcheroo and do two no, that's not it. 2 drawings at the same time. What? You can't stop me. But this one I didn't have drawn out first, so you know, you guys get to witness that. Like, why would waste time if it won't come out perfect. What? It's not worth doing. Let's do being good. That isn't good enough. Isn't enough. Before it breaks up. Yeah. I don't know. It just feels as though, because, you know, in my classes, I'm trying to promote like doing projects instead of assignments. And so the whole idea about experimentation is there, but they keep coming back to me. It's like, all right, so what am I supposed to do here? How can, you know, and it's like, it's not about me trying to tell you what to do. You got to figure that out. Like, what's going to work for, should I use colored pencil? I'm like, I don't know. Should you? Are you any good with colored pencil? Right? Or they'll do the experiment at the wrong time, you know, and you keep telling them, it's like, look, man, you should try new things, try to do this, try and do that. And then they'll wait until their final to like listen to you. And then they're going to try something for the first time on their final. And it's like, that didn't work. And like, nah, that did not work at all. Like, I don't know exactly what you were thinking, but that was a bad idea. Nope, definitely gonna have to bring that back over. That should do it. Here, then this. Lots of black here. I think the other problem for me is that a lot of students don't realize really balance it the way we want. Yeah. 100% on that one. But I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of what makes it fun, you know? Because the one thing when I'm talking to my students and I'm like, look, I don't have your answer, right? Like, as far as how to make this work, how to make this vision work for you. I was like, I really do not know, because you have to figure that out, because otherwise I'm doing the work and then I might as well do the assignment. They hate that. Why don't you just give me the answer? I'm like, because I can't. Well, I mean, I could, but yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. You should. I mean, in my opinion, that is the fun part. Like, if you, because like I wanted to do watercolor, right? And once I started doing it, what the heck is happening right now? I don't know what that is. Wait a minute, did I go to the wrong one first? Oh, I did. Oh man. I was like, went to the wrong music list first. But like I said, I was doing watercolor, right? I wanted to learn watercolor, and I saw how other people were doing it, and I was like, that's really cool. But surprisingly, that didn't work for me, right? And I had to figure out what kind of watercolor is going to work for me. And that's the problem, right? That's the problem-solving process. But it would be my answer. Yeah, exactly. And that's, I tell people all the time, I'm like, I mean, I can tell you, but then A, you're not going to learn it. And then B, I might as well do the assignment. So. So a lot of it is just type of schools who teach it. True. Oh. What up, Choix? Choix? I'm just gonna call you Cho, or is it Cho9? I'm gonna call you Cho. What's up, Cho? Oh, well, I would love for you to subscribe. That would be awesome. I find the problem is a lot more diminished at SCAD and AIW for all their other problems. Think so? How so? Is it UMES? Just to figure out what they want to do. Okay. All right. That makes sense. I can see that. Those schools should, like, well, I don't know about AI. AI had some people who thought they knew what they wanted, but also were kind of thrust into it by their parents. Like, you draw, you like comics, you do this, you'll be fine. So it was like, I can see that 100%. But I think that when, like, SCAD for sure, because they know exactly what they're looking for, you know what I mean? You know, I'll say my name. I'm sorry. Well, how do you say your name? How should I phonetically say your name? Help me out here. Yeah. I was one of those kids. Yeah. You're right. You're like, you don't know. So coming in there, it's like, that's not where, you know, like, they don't know. I mean, hell, look at Bakia, right? He wanted to be a character designer. He was not a character designer. He knew he wanted to do art. Well, he wasn't a character designer at the time. Let's put it like that. Right? But, you know, he got there, figured something else out, which I think was hella important for him, is to come and find out what he wanted. But there are some who are just kind of there, right? But you go to SCAD or something like that, and they're like, oh no, I know exactly what I'm looking for. You're like, all right, cool. It's just written in French. Internet comic artist. That's true. That's fair. That's fair. So Cho, how's it going? How are you, how's your Wednesday? Oh, schwa. Is that how you say it? Until we get a confirmation, I'm gonna keep calling them Cho. Keep calling them Cho, sorry. Schwa. Close enough? Skip also peaks. Oh, okay. So is it schwa? I can say schwa. Like I can make that happen. Eyeball in there. Almost got our chicken drawn out, which is good. Then my other one should be dry, so. Oh, choice. Okay, now I'm sorry. I saw that you wrote that, and I completely missed what you were saying. So you go as choice. Okay, choice. Got you. I can say that too. It's like I can manage that as well. So how's it going, Choice? There we go. How's your Wednesday going so far? Yeah. What? We figured it out. Life never goes where you expect it to. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. It doesn't get much fairer than that. My bad. Went to go. No worries. No worries whatsoever. I was just asking how your Wednesday's been going so far. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I don't know if you can be like, oh, well, I was the third. You were definitely our 2D guy. You're a 2D animator guy for sure. It's true. Plan to be productive very well. Man, I completely understand that one. It was so bad. Like I was so not feeling anything that I honestly took a nap. I was just like, you know what? This is not working. Today is not going the way I need it to. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm glad I did, actually. If I'm being 100% truthful, I'm really glad I did. Because I was not feeling most of the day, and yet here I am now. We're we're doing some fun stuff now, you know. There, put this one a little bit further down here. Maybe not right there. So we got one here. Battle Scar Chicken. Who is this character? So this is General So. He is actually an energy farmer. He actually got transformed into this through a little girl's magic, because he saved her from getting, well, mostly bullied and killed by a group of thugs, and he got messed up pretty bad. And once he recovered, he was telling the little girl, like, look, you gotta go, like, I can't protect you and all that kind of stuff. Then the same people came back to be awful, right? And in order to protect him, she had the ability to manipulate the world. And what happens is you go into her, you end up going into her imagination, per se, and and you get to be your true, you start being your true self, right? And he happens to be a ninja rooster. In his true, like, his true potential is to be a ninja rooster. And what's fun about his situation is that even though you are, if you're in this little girl's imagination, it still affects the world. So if you were to beat up someone who is also, you know, like, in her vicinity of this magic going off, if you win and then she pulls the magic back, the imagination back, that person is then messed up in the real world, like they got beat up. So yeah, so this is General So. Now that he's drawn out, we're gonna switch back to the dark monk. We're gonna do that. What's up, AG? How's it going? I'm living in the future, by the way. It's Thursday. Oh, for real? Are you in France? Yep, this one they think they never need. Oh. True. Alright. Alright, so we're back here. Do we use the big one? I don't think we need the big one anymore. That was just for coverage. Right, Ty? Sure, whatever. Leave me out of it. I'm not here. Can you turn the air on for me, please? Oh, you're in the UK? Nice. Oops. What part of the UK? Where you at? AG came in, dropped a bomb, didn't say nothing. Swear. Rude. Come in and add here. Always got to remember a little bit more. There we go. Come come in. That's got to be all nice and dark. The mid-lens? Okay. That's because AG's a lurker ninja. I'm, well, just finished up a commission, put the order in. Nice. Nice. Alright, then we definitely need this. It's a little bit. This definitely needs a little bit. There. Time. Never thought that I would like watercolor as much as I do. This is your fault. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily your fault. That would imply that there's something bad about what's happening here. So I guess what I should be saying is thank you. Thank you for bullying me into doing watercolors. And choice for it, since you don't, this is your first time here, you don't know, that's my son. Ty is my son. And he normally does Watercolor Wednesdays with me, but today's been a rough day on a lot of people. So, see, I had to do Watercolor Wednesday. I had to do Watercolor Monday on Monday because it was rough. Monday was rough, and I found out that you know what I find therapeutic? Watercolors. Didn't think that would be a thing. Like, didn't think that was gonna be what was for me, but it worked wonders for me last night, or Monday night, so. Oh, man. Okay. This one. This is General So. Ninja Rooster. This one right here. Watercolor only bring out rage for you? I'm sorry to hear that.
That is very sad.
I think we're going to cover all of this. What you? What's the set you go? What? What's the set you go? What's the set you got? But this, what set are you talking about? What do you mean? This? The watercolor? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, no, this is just the Dark Monk. This is not General So. Yeah, the watercolor. So this set is the $5 watercolor set from Five Below here in the United States. It is not the cheapest watercolor set that, you know, America has to offer, but it's pretty cheap, and I love it. And we have some watercolor like pros in here that come in from time to time, and they hate. When I tell you that they hate, I mean that they hate the fact that I'm using it. Which is what makes it funny. In my humblest of opinions. What do you think, Ty?
I agree with you.
I haven't upgraded to anything special. People have told me. I also have, someone has told me, an intermediate set. You know, so it's like they're cheap, but they're not, like, they're pricey. They have a price, but they're not that expensive, and it's an upgrade, like 100%. So I'm like, all right, I can look into it. Because in all honesty, I'm like, this works for me, so I don't know why everyone's, I don't know why everyone feels the need to, and I don't mean everyone, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why people feel the need to tell me that I'm doing it wrong. If it works, that's what I'm saying. They can get pretty pricey. Yeah, no, I know. The colors look vibrant to me. I think it works. So for me, that's the thing. I've done a couple. I've done a couple watercolor pieces with this set, and I 100% think that it works just fine. I like them. I like them a lot. I've looked at the Winsor Newton sets. I went to Germany over the summer, and I went and I looked at some of their sets, and each one of these little pads was like $8 a piece, and I'm like, yeah, no. I can't be doing that. I don't get paid enough. So, so I mean, like I said, I've been doing a couple pieces. Halloween Ninja. Right? So, this is since I stopped. Yeah. Like I said, $8 a pad, that's, you're asking too much. But Apparently, some people are like, yes, but once you do it, it'll change your life. And I'm like, maybe. Because I'll be broke, so I guess you're right. And I was like, you're right, I'll be broke. And life will be super sad. But until someone can give me an actual valid reason as to why I should go to a different material, I don't ever plan on getting the super expensive stuff. I just don't see it. I don't know. I'm not a gouache person, like, at all. So people have suggested, they're like, oh man, you should look into gouache. And I'm like, all right. And I used it, once before in college. I hated it then. And then, they're like, you should try it. It'll work. And, so I was like, all right, sure, let's try it. And then I hated it just as much as what I remembered. So I was like, nah. There's no need for me to torture myself any more than I already am with new materials and stuff like that. So, and there might come a time later when I'm willing to try it again, but as of right now, nah. Do you like gouache? Since watercolor, you said, only brings out rage in you, do you do gouache instead? Alright, that level done. Alright, so I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna come back to this one, erase all the marks that don't need to be there. All right. So action in here. Break back to the big ones we like. Okay. Red. No, we should probably do an orange first. Do the orange first. And I don't think I need this big one for that. So I'm gonna come out with this one. What's the ink campaign with acrylic? You erase also. I am not, like, when it comes to acrylics and stuff, like, or oil paints, man, forget it. which is, I am not a painter, right? Like, I swear to you, I am not a painter. So this, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I'm actually doing that. Because to be honest, I'm like, I'm not a painter. So, but I'm starting to enjoy this. So I might become a watercolor painter. That's it. Because this is normally what I do, right? Very animated style, and it's marked. Oh, it didn't bleed through. Interesting. It's good paper. Markers. So, you know, this is generally, this is my style that I've been known for, is marker stuff like that. I'm doing a comic book too, even though it takes me forever. Oh, sweet! Do you have any links to? Is any of it up? Can we see any of it? Thank you. The red doesn't want to stay wet. All right, there we go. Let's see who's gonna win, me or you. Looks like the answer is you. There we go. Red is just soaking it up. Maybe the red will win. Thought it was gonna be me, but water in there. Sorry if I'm neglecting the chat at the moment, but like I said, this red was not trying to work with me at all. So we gotta go over the cup a little bit. Pretty much told me that I was in a battle and I might not win. It's like, yeah, take that, red. I win. I win. Can't stop me. I win. Awesome. All right. I used to post on my TikTok my progress, but I'm taking the back seat now. I just do it page by page, but I'm in my sketchbook. The dumbest idea I've ever had. Well, everything okay? You said things have been rough lately. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm trying to get better. How about that? That's pretty much what I got for you. Is everything okay? I mean, today is better than yesterday. Today is better than yesterday. Oh, and you mentioned comic book choice. Bam! So this is this is the first issue of my comic, issue 0. Right, this is a prequel. Right, drawn in a very nice retro style. Right, and then issue 1. I'm working on issue 1 right now, so. Life is lifing, yeah. Life is lifing. It's just a oh no, oh my! It sucked all the look at that. It sucked all the color into the water. That's interesting. That's not good. That means that's gonna be red no matter what. Gotta fix that. I'm gonna need to get more water soon anyway. I love your style. Oh, thanks, man. I got watercolor on my board and everything. My board's finally gonna be an artist board, and it's got paint and stuff all over it. Dog is dying. Hawking up loogies downstairs. So, how are you holding up, AG? Then we got a little bit of gray. monthly challenge started. Yeah, I need to jump on that too. Since, you know, we got about like a week left. I posted my Pumpkin Ninja on challenge, but not up yet. It's probably what I'm gonna post next. I'm like, we're close to Halloween now. Now's a good time to post. All right. I need to get more water. All right, Choice. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Hope to see you again. Love to see your comic. So, you know, you got to keep coming by so that we can see it. Halloween this year, I'm going to be the bride of Frankenstein. I still need to get dressed. Will you at least sit? I have to go. I'm gonna go get some water real quick for my brushes. Plus, I need to get rid of the red.
It's very orange. What is good, chat? I've got to work on it. It's so bad. Oh yeah, and water.
I'm now refilled and ready to go.
I like the new, I like the brush.
I like the brush that it works. Yeah, just say that I'll be a different. That's fair. Go for it, man. Let's see. Scorpion's cool. We like Scorpion. So, try to make sure it's nice and diluted. Not a lot of water in here. There we go. Okay. Okay. And my little spread. It's gonna be better. Played Magic the past Monday. Why? Why do you need to let people know that? Sounds to me like that's just something y'all gonna find out. Or am I just wrong in that sentiment? It's like, you will find out how I play once I kick your butt. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I mean, heck, when I used to play, I had a gotcha deck, right? And it's like like if you didn't stop a certain thing, you know, like the setup, and it's like, got you. And I would tell you, it's like, well, it's over now. So I'm not trying to tell you what I'm doing beforehand. Beats the purpose, man. Then again, maybe that's just me, and I'm wrong. Yep, that's true. Exactly. Like, you don't want to get super hated on. Not right out the box, you know? Because you wouldn't, especially if it's like if you're playing a game where it's free for all and everyone can kind of go after each other. Then heck yeah, better believe you'd be arch enemy number one. really surprised it took him this long to decide to come up here. It's like, well, yeah. Take your butt back downstairs. What time is it? Really? That's it? Sorry that you sound very disappointed in that fact. Don't hate on your dog. The dog don't know no better. Even if it did, right. The format had a significant banning announcement some weeks ago. Some very powerful cards were removed in hopes of slowing the format down. Yeah, here I am running decks to give everyone. Administrators and people still complain. Of course, they ain't ready for you. It's like they ain't ready for you. That's all there is to that.
Is your tea done?
No,
No.
it can be. Hold on.
That's why it's just I was going downstairs. I can't drink my tea once it's cold and it's sad. So I always drink it fast.
So what I realized when I was playing Magic is that no matter what, people are gonna hate on you. You could have the most basic of basic things, and because they weren't able to figure it out, right? Like they didn't figure out how to do it. Somehow, something that you were doing was cheating, you know, or not fun, or just And you're just like, but what? And it's not even one of those ones where you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh yeah, no, this combination upsets a whole bunch of people, and I'm gonna put it in my deck anyway, right? And then you want to try and act like you don't understand why people are upset. But when you're just like, oh well, I did this and it was really cool, and then they're like, yeah, well, you shouldn't be using, you know, like they'll come in and it's like, well, you're not supposed to be using like white and blue together for whatever reason, you know, like whatever. And it's just like, wait, what? Why? And you have no idea. You're just like, wait, why? I don't get it. It's like, you should know, you know. And then they hit you with the thing like, you should know, otherwise you're, you know, you're not a real player. Blah blah. Blah. Everybody's so angry, and I get it, right? Like, if you go to nationals and whatnot, you can make a ton of money, right? Like, I get that. But if you're not there, you don't really see those national players be all whiny. Right, and so is just the randos. It's like, like, why are you complaining? Leave me alone. That's every game? Oh, really? It's like, that's you can't get away from it. That's everything. I can see that. I mean, I really can. So. Alright. Ooh. What the heck happened there? Anger happened right there. Jeez. Pull this from this side solely because of that. You had X opportunities to interact with friends, but you didn't. Yeah. I don't run broken cards. Yeah. See what I mean? There's always something like, I don't do that. I'm a better player than you because I don't do this or that. I'm like, okay. Like, sure. My bad. Like, my bad. You're right. You're awesome. I'm not. Whatever. And the bad part is, no matter what you tell them, no matter how you show them how to beat your strategy or anything like that, it's like all you had to do was this, that, and the other thing. Look out for this, that, and they'll still be mad, right? Like that's the whole thing. It's like they're just always mad. It's like, but you try and understand why. It's like I don't know. Like when it always came to playing the games. I'm like, it's just a game. Like, you ain't got money riding on this. Like, that kind of money. They don't run free spells. Well, that's just dumb. Why wouldn't you run free spells? Avoid problem solving like the plague. But then look at you like you're the problem. That's the thing that always gets me. I'm like, why am I the problem? Because you don't want to think. Right. Hey, V. Is it true that it's rude to get up when a cat is on your lap? To the cat, yeah. I have to agree with AG there. Like, yeah, it's rude to the cat. They're not gonna be happy with you. But considering I'm not a cat person, I don't care. Be mad at me. They can be mad at me all they want. I'd actually prefer it, considering that I'm allergic to cats. Welcome back. The dog seems like they're hot. Life. You do get out of bed.
Yeah, and right back in bed.
I like your cat's name in school. Void, because they're all black. Yeah.
I keep seeing videos and it's like you sold the apartment complex that you only have one cat because your cats look exactly alike.
Funny. Doesn't the air always get turned on? There's what? That's true.
And one person is a customer and one person is just a heat on the dog. Right for the winter, but it's not cold enough for you.
It's not.
For you to be nice yet. Okay.
It's like we're not
Now
there.
you're just hot.
It's like we're not there yet.
I'm so confused.
About?
My teacher, right, in this thing, she's making a big stress that it's not a 5-paragraph essay, you know? And I'm like, you really think we haven't written a not 5-paragraph essay yet? Like, ever? But, you know, she's making a big deal about it, right?
It's probably because it's all she ever gets. But then again, when your class is boring and you don't ever want to respond, you want to act like you don't exist. I'm gonna go. All right, have fun with your black cat.
Yeah, but so it's a big deal about that, and I was reading the thing. So I'm supposed to have an intro, right?
Yep.
And then I'm also supposed to have, after my intro, I'm supposed to have a paragraph about my personal context, like why I chose the question, why I'm interested in it, like, you know, whether my bias is
Okay.
stupid. It's not necessary. And then I have to write about the sources that I use. But she's saying each source should have multiple, what's it called? Like multiple paragraphs for each source.
What?
Right? Which, you know, is fair. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, fine. Right? So, she's thinking 2 to 3 paragraphs for each source. And we're supposed to have at least 3 sources, right? So that is at least 6 paragraphs, plus the 2 intro, plus the outro, right? And at most could be 7 pages. I'm like, that's a lot of writing. And this is double spaced. You know?
Yep.
And like I get it but I'm like you're asking for so much work, and then you're like, yeah, it can only be 7 pages.
Oh. Oh.
That's 5 to 7 pages you can write.
That makes.
I know, that's one thing I always see. I'm like, y'all always ask for so much, and then be like, yeah, but like simplify it, but don't simplify it because this is high level English.
Big overrun sentences. Yeah.
But
I was about to say, it's like, don't make it too long because I don't want to read it.
But I mean, I only got in trouble for a paper being too long once in my life.
Did you really get in trouble, though?
Yeah, I got points off.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was my school class, and I turned in an essay. I think it was maybe a page longer than it was supposed to be, and not even a whole page, right? But it's but you didn't follow the rules, so I'm taking points off.
Taking points off.
And she's like, if I gave you guidelines, you should probably follow the guidelines. And I was like, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, you know, that's. I
That's
don't have
fair.
to. I don't have to like it.
Yeah, I'm like, personally, I don't see the problem. Like, I can't believe you did more work. Scold. But I'm like, but I mean, you did put a cap on there, and I did not listen to it. So, I won't fight you.
It's like, so I guess in this instance, you win. Gotta let it dry.
I'm so bad at this essay. I so want it to be an argument paper.
What do you want?
I want it to be an argument.
You want it to be an argument? Is that what you
I
said?
want it to be an argumentative paper. Every point that I found, like, I literally have a rebuttal for it. All I want to do is rebuttal. But I'm not supposed to do that. And I'm supposed to talk about my opinion on it. Like, you know, like, oh, how does this affect my perspective? And, you know, what did I learn from this? Like, so pretty much my perspective on this thing is corporations are bad, right?
Right.
They are knowingly, like, neglecting their responsibility to, you know, be good to the climate.
Yeah.
And actively manipulate the public to get out of doing that, right?
Right.
And so one of the sources that I have is the problem isn't corporation, it's consumers, because corporations are run by consumers, right? If nobody bought their stuff, they couldn't pollute.
Right.
But I'm like, but you know, companies spend millions of dollars a year and have literally based a whole, like, not ecosystem, but you know, they've literally created an ecosystem where material possessions are part of our status, are
Yeah.
part of our everyday life, and
Yep.
they promote this yearly.
Yep.
And so it's like, even like, yes, you are correct. If everybody stopped buying stuff today, they would all go out of business.
Right.
But they're literally using, like, meeting with psychologists and analysts and like people to figure out how they can trick you and being like, okay, like, I need that. I need that. I need
Right.
that. I want that. You know, like, they're literally, even if it's not like, oh well, I'm Elon Musk and I'm putting a chip in your brain to make you buy. Like, it's not that. You
Right.
know? but they are purposely trying to get you to buy stuff
Well, yeah.
because, you know, it keeps their company alive.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, I'm still mad at them. And honestly, you want to know the thing that makes me most mad?
What's that?
And so I'm like, I don't get why you don't, because, okay, fossil fuels are finite, right?
Right.
Okay, so we are going to run out.
Yep.
And a lot of our stuff relies on fossil fuels right now. So why don't, I don't get why companies don't be like, oh, I'm going to start using reusable energy, solar, wind, water, right? Because it looks great for them. It's great for their image. Like, oh my God, like, look, I'm so eco-friendly. Like, I'm doing this. I'm starting to lean away from fossil fuels. But really, all they're doing is covering their behind for when we run out of fossil fuels. Like, that's what I don't get. I'm like, literally, it is the perfect move for you. Sure, it's going to cost some money. But you know what also is going to cost money? When you have to do it anyway because we ran out of fossil fuels.
We ran out of fossil fuels, yep.
Except if you do it now, when we run out, you're going to be the only company that's not, like, on their butt.
Right.
You know, you're going to be the only company that doesn't have to start over.
Right.
It's like, I don't get it. But I'm not a company person. I've never been a business person.
It's
I don't
like-
care about business.
Well, so here's the thing. When you have, because there are companies that are doing it, right?
Yeah, obviously.
And those companies have actual business people in their upper management. The ones who don't do it are the ones who are just thinking about right now, right? And they're worried about their bonus and stuff like that. So it's like, oh well, if I don't do this, right? Like if I can just skate, or this will be someone else's problem, then they make more money, you know, for themselves. It's just like when you have these companies and they're like, we had to lay off X amount of people, right? And then you find out that the president of the company is making $700,000 a year, and you're like, what? How is it that you're making that much money and yet these people that you pay $30,000 a year they don't have any, you know? I was like, you could abstain from taking 1 year of money because you know you've saved up, right? And you could save a whole bunch of people as far as money goes. And I'm like, I think the president of Nintendo did that once.
Yeah.
You know, and they're just like, I've saved money and stuff like that, so I don't need all this money. So I'm gonna donate my salary to the workers so we don't have to fire people. And I'm like, yep, that person was not, you know, they were the hero of that company, at least for that year. You know what I mean? So it's like, but you have people who are like, I've worked hard and all that, which is fair, right? You did what you had to get into that position, but, you know, it's like, but you're probably overpaid, you know? So the ones who are absolutely willing to work to do the company work, right? They're not the ones going, oh well, you know, it's going to cost too much money. They're like, well, in the long run, this is going to help the company. I will forego getting my yacht. You know, it's like I'll forego getting the yacht this year as the company, whatever. It's like, oh, this is what I, you know, like just whatever. But and then they just donate. They make sure that goes to the right people. Alright, we're going to come through just a little bit more. This one is almost done, people. Come in here, just ride that line like so. And come in from down here. Like so. Do that. Oh no, no. Not the thumb, not the fingerprints. It's still there. Got to some white out over it. It's like, oh no, it's still there. It's always funny because I never know where it's coming from. Just like, what? Where did I touch the what? How? Ugh. And it's too late. The fingerprint. Yeah, could. Alright, I think as far as the color stuff, he is gonna be done. I'm actually gonna put some stuff in his eyeballs. Yep. Alright. Back. Let that one dry. It's super quiet today. Must have upset some people or something. I mean, who showed up on Monday? I know I didn't do Sunday, but showed up on Monday. It's like, don't be mad at me, I'm sorry. I'm deck teaching for tomorrow. Oh, okay. Deck teching. Not teaching, teching. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I fixed it. I'm sorry. Go. Oh, you know what? Miss Ebony really hasn't been coming through. I hope she's okay. I hope so. about a battle royale with just the three of us. Dex advice, see? Here you go. Oh.
Like, I only know how to do it if I like switch topics, you know?
Right.
It's like, well, this is argument one, but this paragraph would be argument two. But like sometimes it's like, oh, you should break the paragraph here, and I'm like, why? I'm still talking about the same thing.
Right.
It's like I have no clue how to do it, and I'm like, you know what? That's kind of embarrassing. I should know that by now.
Hey, look, that's why I love having an editor. And be like, oops. But then again, I also don't love having an editor because they keep trying to change what you say. And I'm like, no. Because I had one, they tried to rewrite, like when my first book, they tried to rewrite my book, like a certain spot as an example. And I was like, but you're changing the entire meaning of what I was talking about. Like, that's not correct. It's like, yeah, but it sounds less mean. I'm like, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you to make my book less mean. I asked you to make sure that my commas were in the right spot.
That's why, like, when I edit, like, sometimes Grandma has me to edit stuff. Because you know how you can literally just, like, edit and change it?
Yeah.
If something, like, is just coming across the wrong way, I'll just, like, comment on it. And I'm like, I think you're trying to say is, like, this is really kind of rude coming across. If
Right.
that's what you want, I'm not going to change it. It's like, I think you meant to say this.
I think what you mean to say.
I'm pretty sure this is what you were going for,
But if it's not.
it's not. Just disregard this.
Seems the society gets caught up in what's offensive that they end up missing the bigger picture about many things. Yeah. I can see that. One, absolutely. But my big thing is like, that's, you know, I'm like, that's not your job. I didn't ask, that's not what you're getting paid to do. Stop doing that. I had to actually fight with the person who was like, oh, we want you to write the book, right? Because the person they weren't asking. It was like, I had a different editor at one point, and they would put in suggestions, you know, like you said.
Yeah.
They would do suggestions and like, hey, I think this or I think that, and then I would come back and be like, oh, okay, because they'd be like, oh, well, I think this needs to have another paragraph, or this seems to be missing some kind of information. Can you expand on this? You know, that kind of stuff. And I was like, all right, cool. But then I had this other one who would literally change the manuscript, and they would change the manuscript, and it would then go off to get approved, and yet I hadn't seen it. Right? Like, I didn't see any of the changes, and it's like, whoa, wait. Because it had to come back, because I caught something. They were showing me, like, here's the final look for chapter this, and I'm like, oh, I didn't see any edit, you know. And then I read through it. I'm like, I didn't say that. I'm like, that's not what I said. Like, oh, well, the editor changed it. And I was like, yeah, well, that's not what I said. And they're like, well, they would know. They're this. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't matter that they have a degree in English. What they're saying is not what I was saying. And if they're gonna write my book, then they should write the book, and not me. They didn't like that. And I was like, look. And I was like, that was not the purpose of that example. And by them changing it, it defeats the purpose. So then it's just wasted space. And like, I was like, ah. And I'm too much of a fighter for that to sit. And they're like, well, you're a first time author. And I'm like, yeah, no. I can also be a 0-time author. It was like, you asked me to write this book. I said yes. I wrote it. And now your editor is trying to change what I said. That, my dear friend, does not fly. Oh, the person who plays Rosa, the voice of Mirabelle, is going to be at Twin Cities convention I'm going to. So is oh my goodness, what's her name? The strong one. Yep, she's going to be there. She's gonna be there, and so is the pretty one, the voice of the pretty one, who made the cactus. Her name was Rosa. Isabel. That's she's gonna be there as well. And I was like, that's cool. I wonder how. I wonder if the people are gonna go to the person who played Mirabelle, if they're gonna go because she's playing Mirabelle, or if it's the 9-9 that they're.
See, that's what I was thinking.
What fandom, yeah. So I know that I'm probably gonna look, right? It depends, because Twin Cities was pretty star centric, so it made it really hard for us to kind of go around. But I'm like, I would love to be able to catch them early or at the end, right? And just be like, hey, just like, oh, I love you from here, right? And you were perfect here, and it shocked me all day that that you were the person who was playing this, just because you do such a great job at Rosa, that I never would have assumed that this was the same person.
I just thought you were Rosa.
Yeah, I just thought that's who you were, but ask it's like, what has been the main fandom that has come to see you? What are you sick of?
I'm reading a paragraph. It's boring.
Oh. You're sick of the paragraph?
Yes, the one paragraph.
Huh.
It's so boring. Who wrote it? This guy? What's it called? This? What happened to it?
Stupid.
Why'd you choose it? Because it supports my argument? Yeah. Because the things that I told you to say. Has your opinion changed? No.
No, still no.
I'm gonna have to do that 2 other times. I'm gonna have to summarize everything and state how my opinion has changed or been strengthened by the stuff that I've found. But here's the problem that I'm having with the argument for that is I have to have 3 different views on it, right?
Okay.
Right. And it can only be 7 pages long, right?
Okay.
So I can't add that many sources in, you know?
Right.
But I also can't really say why I disagree with the sources because that would be argumentative. But I don't believe, like I don't think consumers are an issue.
Right.
And that is a source that I have. Like that pollution is led by consumerism.
Right.
But my opinion hasn't changed. I don't believe that. And I have an argument as to why I don't believe that.
Are you allowed to tell why?
No, and that's the thing. No, it says it made a big this is not an argumentative essay. This is just for you to sit here and tell us what you learned and why you think you'll use these sources. I want to use these sources because they're wrong and easy to rebuttal.
Well, tough. You don't get to. None of that.
And so pretty much I'm just gonna write it and then be like, hey yo, bestie, what do you think about this? Don't even talk about like the grammar or the flow, like just what else do I have to add to this to make it fit the requirements? And then I'll be like, oh, you should add a couple sentences about this, and I'll be like, okay, that, and then I'll do that.
You're like, thanks, you're the best.
And then I'll just turn it in eventually. I have so much shit. I still have to take notes for statistics. I still have to do my homework for statistics. Oh my god, I still have to turn in statistics.
You still need to turn in statistics, is what I heard.
Other files, I have to download, right? But then if I download it on my phone, it's like, no, you didn't.
But what?
It's nothing.
Well, that's weird.
I can't save it as a PDF on here because here's the weird thing.
You want to just download it on a computer?
Yeah, I mean, I can do that because I just give up. Here's what I do now. I just post my pictures.
Just give up.
I just post the pictures onto a Google Docs and then I save it as a Microsoft Word and then I turn it in. I don't care. I don't care. Because you know what they were doing? They used to let me just take pictures
Right.
and then upload the pictures.
Right.
Because it's like, oh yeah, we accept JPEG, right?
Right.
But randomly one day, it doesn't accept my pictures.
Oh.
And I don't know why. And the only thing I can think of, but I don't know what the difference is it says we accept JPG, right?
Right.
JPEG.
Right.
Mine has a JP little lowercase e G.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what the difference is, and I don't know why my phone would have changed it. I didn't do anything.
Oh, that is an Apple garbage.
And I was like, I don't know what happened. You used to accept it. That's the thing I don't understand. Like, if it never worked, I wouldn't be mad.
Right.
But it did work, and I don't know what changed. Like, I didn't get a new phone. We both know my phone didn't update. It's begging me to restart it. I still have it. I'll probably do that tonight, actually. It needs to be restarted. I keep taking a picture and my whole phone will freeze.
Oh, wow.
Like, I can't get out of it. I can't. Or like one time, I just opened my phone and it froze. Like,
That's sad.
not even like opened it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did that. I turned it on and it froze, and I couldn't turn my phone off.
Oh.
I was like, yeah.
That's bad.
Like, you need to be restarted.
You might need some love.
Yeah, I think
My bad.
you finally have.
What's up, Mandala? Put you over here. Come back to you. How you been, man? I don't have any snackitudes up here. Am I what? No. Mm-hmm.
Apparently it's not due till Sunday.
Oh.
So I didn't have to do it all Friday. And I could have worked on the other thing. See, the problem is, none of this is hard, it's just a lot. It's the worst part of math. You know what it is? It's reading. Why am I doing reading in math class?
Because you have to. What are you talking about? You gotta read.
Yeah, I know, but why am I reading paragraphs? Like, why am I reading? Well, not like, oh, if this is this, then, you know, what's that? Like, obviously you have to read. Like, why am I reading a news article in math class?
That's fair.
I was like, I was not built for statistics. Statistics is the English of math classes. I was like, I don't want to read.
The English of math classes. I don't want to do that.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Not exactly letting you do what you want, huh?
I don't even care about college.
Yeah, it's not worth stressing about. You just coming along? Thank you.
Okay, the reason I disagree so much is the warm-up. We do a warm-up every class.
Right.
At the end of the day, right?
Right.
So all of this is for the warm-up.
Oh, wow.
All of that I had to write.
That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I do something apparently. Which is nice because I'm like, you really didn't give us a whole lot of time. You know, like, it's not hard.
Right.
But like I said, it's
time
not
consuming.
Like just put the number in. You know, I had to go to this app and I had to go look them out. Was this Emmy here?
Hey, Miss Ebony.
42 months.
Wait, did you like subscribe when what?
Yeah, when did that
It's
happen?
like I didn't get, yeah, my thing didn't happen. What, 42 months? Thank you so very much. Hold on. We'll run the little thing for you anyway. Gotta find it.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.
Thank you so very much for that resub, Miss Ebony. Coming in at 42 months. Can we please get some mo hype in the chat for Miss Ebony for coming in at 42 months? 42 months. Crazy. All the hype. How you doing, Miss Ebony? You doing okay? We were missing you. Like, man, Miss Ebony's not here. He's playing an online game. Ah. Nothing wrong with that. You should enjoy yourself. Co-op game. Oh, nice. What was the name of the game? If you don't mind me asking. A Way Out on Xbox. Okay, cool. Were you winning? Or did you win? I guess maybe the more appropriate question. What was that?
Supposedly, I'm a meeting with my teacher tomorrow, but I don't know on what.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I think she wrote me on Tuesday, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't check. I checked in the morning on Tuesday, and I didn't check again.
Right.
And she wrote me, I think, between 11 and 12.
Okay.
So she was like, oh, we could have done something today. By the time I checked my email, it had already passed. I was like, I'm really sorry, honestly. I just didn't check. It's on me. I don't use course mail. It's like, I use course mail for you.
Right. You're the only reason why I had to.
What's it called? And so she said, and so when I messaged her, I'm like, well, I don't know what I messaged her, but when I messaged her, I was like, but I'm on Thursday and Friday, I'm free before noon. And so she's like, okay, how about Thursday at 10? And I'm like, yep, just let me know how to get hold of you. Like, I think you said you do virtual stuff via Zoom, but I might be conflating that with my last English class. Like, just, how do I meet with you?
Right. How do I get a hold of you, please?
So one thing I think is funny is she's like, because I just, obviously I said, I really don't use course now, so I just don't check it frequently. She's like, oh, you can also email me here. And I'm like, you know, only reason I write you on course mail is because you're like, that's the best way to go.
Right.
Like, I want you to talk to me fast. Like,
Which still doesn't happen.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's why I use it. I'm like, I know I can use your email, but also, I don't like that one either because I don't get notifications for that either. Like, it's only once I'm signed in do I get it. And so I'm like, I'm still not going to check it.
Right.
That's why I was so happy. Because the first class, my English 101, my teacher did not care. He used my personal email the whole year.
Oh, really?
The whole sem- yeah. Because that's how I emailed at first. And we just never cared. And
Yeah, I don't care if you use, if you email me, I'm like, what do I care? I had a student at the thing was like, are you okay if I get your number? I was like,
yeah,
no,
that was so
no,
funny.
absolutely not. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to give you my number. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, why would you even ask that? It's like, you can have you can get a hold of my office number, but that's not what you're asking for.
See, because that's what I was like. I get why you don't want to give me your personal email,
Right.
but I don't think it matters how you find.
No.
But I did that with my stats teacher. He's like, just so you know, I actually legally can't talk to you about certain stuff through your personal email. And I was like, I think that's dumb, but okay. And so now I use my school email. Okay.
That's not true.
Yeah, he's like something about grades. He's like, I can't talk about your grades at all over email. And I'm like, I actually haven't asked you anything about my grades, so I don't know why you're saying that.
Just in case, maybe? Yeah.
No, but I was like, and he was like, yeah, you should get used to using your school email. And I was like, fine.
Sure, if I have to. Yeah.
I mean, I will. If I could just get it to sign up through my email, and just be right there on my phone, I would use it no problem.
Right.
But the problem is, it won't tell me. I'm like, please just give me emails. Like, I don't even care about all the spam you get from that stupid school.
So much. They love their emails. Some of them are helpful, I'm not even gonna lie. Get out of prison, but you can't ever leave. What? What do you mean she's traced it? Oh, you mean she inked it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, best of luck.
This makes me mad though because you gotta hear me out.
Okay.
Have you seen Farron's characters, right? How
Yep.
they're all kind of like Roxy
Yep.
and Weird. She traces those.
What?
I'm like, I don't care who you are. You can trace better than that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's tracing. It's like all the work is done for him. Like, I understand if there's no line weight. I understand if it just doesn't look the same, you know, exactly the same, because tracing isn't the same as drawing, right?
Right.
But I'm like, if you're tracing from somebody who actually has anatomy, how did you get a rectangle?
Oh, I read somewhere that this is the basic shapes and
Yeah, and then you make it look good. You simplify it and you make it look good.
yeah, but I don't know how to do that. So
Yeah, so don't simplify it.
how dare you aesthetic shame my art?
No, I remember how I told you how Karen hated Cybertruck.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
Cybertruck.
It's so bad.
Every day Cybertruck.
Everyday Cybertruck.
This is so, I am so. Also, one thing I hate about it is something called passive voice or passive voice.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it because it's like if I tell you, right, like I'm clearly talking about one opinion, right?
Yeah.
And then in the next sentence, I say because of this, I did this. I'm like, I don't want to say because of this opinion informed me. I'm like, you already know it's this opinion. Like, just read. Read.
No.
I was like,
Stop making me do the work.
literally, redundancy is supposed to be bad. And now you're saying every time I'm talking about a quote, I have to tell you that I'm talking about the quote. I'm like, clearly I'm talking about the quote if it's a whole paragraph dedicated to the quote. Referencing back to Truman's quote, you know, in the quote he said something that he quoted.
I don't like the fact that you're frustrated, but I do love hearing your frustrations.
No, I'm so not a
You're just so you're like, this is stupid. I hate it. It's so dumb. Why are you being dumb? Stop being dumb. Yeah.
Because it's like I get the passive voice
Right.
if you start in the passive. So like if I'm clearly talking about something, like if I say, I'm like, corporations invest in climate denialism to manipulate the public, manipulate the public's perception of climate change, right?
Right.
Next sentence. This caused me to reevaluate how I looked at the problem. Clearly, this refers back to how they invest in climate denialism. Why would I have to say, because they invest in climate denialism, I was forced to contemplate. I was like, no, that's wordy and helpful and not needed.
Yeah, I completely get it. Why do I have to keep repeating myself when if you're following along, you know what's happening.
That's so funny. I gave up, like, in Grammarly. I'm like, it makes sense, but in the context, I'm not changing it. You can be mad at me about clarity all you want, stupid computer. I love passive voice.
Oh yeah, it does. It yells at me for that too. A lot. Oh, AG won. Look at that. Good for you, AG. The comeback from earlier. All weekend? What? Nice. What? I'm packing up, getting ready to for a train ride to Pasadena and Lightbach Expo. Nice. Nice. Get ready. If you're not already ready. Huh?
Look at this
Wiley
grade.
was.
That's the math thing. So see, I have 1.74 out of 20.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So I have that right now because the assignment isn't due till Sunday, and I've done 2 questions, and so it automatically grades it.
Oh,
and so I
wow.
was like, well, now my grade looks terrible, and the assignment's not even due yet.
Not even due
No,
yet.
like I just think it's funny because you go in there and you're like, what the hell? Like,
Right, what
did I do?
happened? What
did I
happened?
fail? And then you're like, oh no, I just didn't do it yet.
That is weird.
I know, that's what I'm like, that's weird. Or like if you open it, it gives you a 0.
Oh,
You know, so like the second you open the assignment, it counts as like you turning it in. Like it doesn't, but
That
it
is-
does, you know what I'm saying?
that is
so if you
weird.
open it and look at one of the questions, now you have a 0 for that assignment. And I did that the first time, and I was like, oh my god, why do I have a 0? I thought it was one of those assignments you like you had to finish in one go.
Right.
Because I got a 0.
right.
Oh my god, I thought I could open it, go back. And I was like freaking out. And then I went,
Well, I mean,
and then I went back on. I was like, oh, it's weird.
it's just weird. Oh, guess what? We have to pay for that. Sorry about it causing stress.
It's just funny. Because you're like, that's an interesting feature.
Circle on the head. Here. Like make that one a little bit bigger. Holy Zen, that looks great. Oh, thanks. Thanks, AJ. It worked till Tuesday. Nice. Con ends on Sunday. Definitely have to tell me about it, because I have to start looking for a convention to go to for next year, based on monies from the school. So, gotta get that professional development money in. But I think I'm gonna look into licensing con this year again. I know that fell through, but I'm gonna convince them this time. I'm gonna convince them to prepay for it, actually. Olo will be at Lightbox? Oh, really? James Gunn will be there too? Oh. Well, I'm not going this year, sadly. Next year. Miss 70, I saw your time's up. I just need to... need to add some of my dry brush effects. And about any of this stuff that's too hot. What is there every year I've been gone? Oh, okay. Their markers are meh. Oh, really? I mean, yes, everyone's ever, you know, not everyone can like them. I like them. I like their markers. They're moving up now. Innovation. So it doesn't snap. Yeah, true. And more colors. More color. I know it's time's up. I know. But I'm like, it's almost done. I need to finish this. Alright. Done. Extras just in case. Yeah. Alright, so there's that. We finished that one, right? We have this one pretty much ready to go for inks. I'm probably going to come in the red just a little bit. Come in on the red just a little bit with some darker colors. But that's pretty much going to be it. Because once I add the black, this beak will pop, and then I'll add the lights and stuff, so... We were close. Didn't get a total of 2 done, but we got really close. So, thank you all for coming and hanging out. For those of you who were here at the beginning, you guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. Miss Ebony, thank you for that sub. And Mandala, I hope you have a great time at Lightbox. We don't see you, which we shouldn't. We'll see you on Sunday, so have a great time. Experience all the things, and I hope to actually hear great things when you come back. Yeah, thank you also going for me. Yep. Like I said, thank you so very much. You guys are awesome. Sunday we will definitely be doing some comics. Should be good, you know. It should be doing some comics, and yeah, we're gonna keep going. So keep making Ninja Empire. So thank you so very much. As always, remember, born a ninja, die a ninja. And I'll see you guys on Sunday.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.